Okay, off your mic is okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man.
Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you're watching from tonight. Confirm the audio is perfect. Just before we get fully into this. You can share the broadcast, invite your friends, tell them that Maiyegun is live. We have a bit to talk about. A lot, in fact. And we received the news that Bokohari has postponed his planned escape to London again. So we will talk about that. The center can no longer hold. It is better that we found the common ground to agree. It is time to arrest Bokohari. Even if you call him a mask wearer, it is time to unmask that fake man there, and at the same time, call for a referendum. It is the right thing to do now. Look, Oye. I'm happy to have you join us from the beginning. Usually when people watch Maiyegun's diary video replay, especially on YouTube, I've had friends who complain that we seems to waste a lot of time from the beginning of the video. They have no idea that the most juiciest part of Maiyegun's diary Politico is when you join live. You are just part of the vibe from the beginning to the end, where people say, no, continue, don't stop. But whenever you have to watch a replay of Maiyegun's diary video, right, any broadcast of Maiyegun's diary, you can skip the beginning, right? This is us getting everybody on board. Share the video. I am doing the same.
àníyàn sọ́ra yìí. Presido bá rúfin o. Àníyàn sọ́ra yìí.
And also, right before our eyes, Sheikh Osama Gumi, the Kaduna Osama bin Laden, came out again to drop another bombshell. The usual. We'll talk about it tonight. And also, the reason why you, as a person, should never succumb to any kind of blackmail, emotional blackmail from people that will tell you that you are just overreacting. You should think about this whole thing, that breaking up of Nigeria is not an option. You should, we should do this, do that. There are many ways they are going to continue to emotionally blackmail you. It is not your fault that Nigeria is breaking up into pieces. It is not yours. Let me tell you something. If you look at so many people who have come to that reality today, if you look at many of them, they were pro-Nigeria. They thought, oh, the problem was leadership. Some said, no, the problem is the citizen. Oh, some said, oh, the problem is the system. However, maybe if we change this, change that, maybe things can change. Maybe if you try this, try that, maybe people can unite. Maybe if we all do this or that, sacrifice this and that, maybe. That's what brought us here today. So many people have now realized that there is no new thing you can suggest to fix Nigeria. The structure, which is a fake structure, is so faulty that it has become so non-existent, right? And the only way to get it all sorted, untangle the entanglement, is to have a conversation about, do you still want to continue to be part of the country? Under what arrangement? Under what condition? This conversation is what scares those who are the Nigeria landlord, those who are the rent seekers in Nigeria, those who have, placed a wedge between all of us, using what they know how to use best, divide and rule. And let me tell you something, it is deeper than what you can imagine. But if you have come to that reality today, personally, to feel like, man, the best thing is for us to break up and just, move our different ways. And you see some people trying to emotionally blackmail you or to use what is called the intellectual fraud. They will be kind of more, people who speak this good grammar, these people who dress like they are responsible, most of them suit and tie, no brain, or some of them dressed like responsible old men, making you believe that because they are older or old looking, they have intelligence. Don't be deceived and don't be blackmailed by all those, because foolish people, stupid people, they also get old too. So once you have come to that reality, do not let anybody talk you out of it, because there are facts that proves that if you want to save Nigeria, you should break it up. People are dying. Why? Because the system allows it. A Bokohari, a shameless, oh dear. They said you can't shame the shameless. That's the reality. A shameless old Maygad that is in charge of the lives, security, the health, and the economy of 200 million people who, literally now possibly, called the 200 million mumus. I'm not a mumu. Who can be the mumu? The mumus who always love their slave masters differently. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, I happened to be, and I believe that I'm not alone, okay? I happened to be one of the kids, teenagers, who came to the realization of the fact that for every action you take in life, every decision you make in life, there are consequences. And even though I grew up in Ijebu, where it is pretty much original for me, to believe more in supernatural, which I do believe a lot in supernatural, But I don't believe in supernatural that says, criminals, simply because somebody made them criminal because some spirit and all of that, okay? So I believe in the fact that there are things that supernatural can take care of, which ordinarily can be explained in true essence of it, right? But there are things that if you do, you are responsible for. When I was growing, they were like, well, you can do a shegbe. Just to let me know. As a young kid, I grasped that differently, possibly differently from my peers of that age, okay? I realized that for everything you do in life, for every action, only you are responsible for it. So which means there will be consequences, good or bad. Now, if you now do bad and you want to cover it up, then you run to the supernatural. This is a very good example. And they say, oh, we are going to do ashegbe for you. Ashegbe simply means that whatever you have done wrong will be forgotten by those who should remember and punish you for it. Right? You have done something wrong. You know there will be consequences. So as a Jebu boy, you could run to somebody and say, hey, Abak, what can you do for me? I don't want to be punished. My life is finished if I get caught doing this. No matter how little that offense is, right? Then Yorubas will not tell you that, my son, which simply means whether you try to do anything to make your wrong go away, it won't go away. It's just like kicking the can down the road. You will always meet it ahead. So as a young boy, I didn't realize that. So if I am responsible for my decision, if I choose not to be educated, then I'm responsible for that. If I ended up being whatever I become, because the society says I must get educated if I want to lead a better life. And I actually have to do better in that education. So I was so good. Honestly speaking, go and check my record. I was so good, right? From my primary school to my secondary school level I was. Then when I got to that teenage year, when I began to try to figure out what is wrong, right? Then I was like, okay, I have seen people who have followed this tenet, this doctrine. Be a good person, obey your parents, listen to them, obey your rulers, listen to God, this and that. And then once you do that, get educated. And then at the end of the day, just pray that God will then bless you. Something like that. But I was so young. So everybody is doing all of that. But how come everybody is like this? How come those who are graduates, the brothers that I actually grew up to see as graduates in Ijebu, they ended up in Ijebu when they should be better off. Some were better. They were better off for some time. They ended up in Ijebu. Then I began figuring it out. What is wrong? Then that was got me interested in politics. Because that's the moment as a teenager, I realized that if people pay attention very well, right, everything around us is in fact politics. Politics affect everything about our life because when you look at government, military, unitary, whatever you want to call them, when they put policy in place and you don't understand it anyway, but it's going to affect millions, you're going to actually, one or two people of you will fall into that millions that those policies will affect. So if you are born, if the government doesn't give you the certificate that you have been given birth to, that means you don't exist. If you die or when you die, if the government doesn't give you the certificate that you are dead, that means you are not dead. Literally, right? That's how much government involved in you. You can be the smartest, the brainiest, brilliant business person who can actually create jobs. And here you are doing it. And somebody who had no business in government, who had no business in anything, will come with a single policy that will then change everything, destroy everything, scatter everything. Then people will try to say, okay, let's adjust. That's how powerful government is. So if people can understand the fact that they are responsible for their own decisions, if I was so sure of that, everything I decide, including if I have the right to vote, right?
It means that the consequences of that voting or choosing that person to represent me and take care of what really affects me, if I can think critically, that decision will have consequences, good or bad. Now, if I have that, and then you have majority who are like, we don't have any choice, who don't feel like they are responsible for anything. And from that same population, people are being selected to be their leaders, irresponsible people, irresponsible citizens, which we have in large numbers. You may actually find yourself in that category, but there is somewhere I'm coming to. The leadership you have, they are the product of the society that you have, that you live in. And that's why I said, when you look at it very well, and you realize that, even though Nigeria problem is multifaceted, by the time you begin to mention those problems, and you begin to mention those who have actually played one role or the other behind those problems, then you will find you and me behind everything, and why this whole charade lasted this long. Irresponsible people selecting and electing irresponsible leaders. Then they wanted the supernatural being to change that decision without them being responsible for that consequences. Right. That is what brought us to this level. Okay. Now we found out that foundation of this Nigeria is so fraudulent that even the people that claim to be Nigerians, they cannot beat their chest and say, I am actually involved in the type of system that rules me. They can't tell you because they are not. And those who have benefited from that charade, that fraud, they know that except something shifts, this status quo suits them. And unfortunately, this same status quo headstrong madness, which they have managed to, to maintain up to this point by using the divisive tools like tribe, religion, culture this, politics that. And you will think when you join, when politicians are campaigning, that is politics. When they declare themselves as winners, then that becomes a government, which therefore should be for the interest of everyone. And according to these fraudulent criminals who put this together today, that are going to tell you breaking up of Nigeria is not the issue. The reason why they can continue to keep Nigeria together is that in division, Nigeria is one. Because if Nigerians should unite against what really divides them, they will all agree that why can't we have our own countries where we can speak our own languages, address our own, individual problems in our own way, fight with ourselves if we have to fight, settle this fight and then build from this. Why can't we have that conversation even though we all know that we are all united in poverty? Bokohari, a divisive ethnic jingoist, knows that an average Fulani man, an average Fulani boy, who's the political class, who have all the political power, the political tool, the instruments to make his life better, same way they could make the life better for that young Ijaw boy who has his future ahead of him. Now, that young Fulani boy is made to believe that that young Ijaw boy hates him simply because he's a Fulani boy. That Ijaw boy who has been deprived of his own future as well by those who claim to be speaking for him is made to believe that that Fulani boy, you have to be very careful. Yet, publicly, the same criminal politicians who are funding this division, who have the opportunity of addressing the real division, the real things that is pushing Nigeria to the precipice today. The real criminals who are funding this in public, they will come out and then ask you to unite. Unite. You have to unite. You have to love your brother. You have to love your sister. There's nothing in dividing yourself. Yet, the only thing that can make everybody united is if the Yorubas are allowed to control their own affair, just same way they signed up for it in 1957, 1960. That is what we signed up for, not a situation whereby when we are being killed, slaughtered, made homeless, and our economy being ruined, and our lives being put in danger every day, where we have no right to defend ourselves, or where to run to, or who to run to, even though we are part of Nigeria, in this same arranging contraption, right, where we have no right of anything, except they tell us when we do, or what right we do have, even while we are being killed. Asking us to discuss that is not a question of war. But guess what? That is a call for war, because that is going to take away the fraud they have sold to you for so long. I asked myself, Nigeria is not working. Everyone knows that. They said they are doing their best. How? How can you be doing your best and you are plunging more people into poverty? You are sending more people to their early graves. You are sending more children to the trauma world that no one is even caring on how they are going to take care of those who are traumatized. The trauma of being kidnapped while you are in your dormitory, in your own school, trying to get educated, to get education. And as a young little child, no one is talking about that. For political exigency, it is convenient for a sheikh from Kaduna, who have supervised different banditry negotiation, kidnapping negotiation, and even publicly came out to advocate for terrorists to be, to be pardoned, at the same time to be employed to provide security for the rest of us, since the military have been colliding with the real terrorists. And they didn't finish there. He came out to point fingers at those they all love to gaslight for every problem that affects them, the problem they created for themselves. Sheikh Osaman Gumi came out publicly to say the IPOB are more dangerous than the Fulani terrorists who are kidnapping people every day, ransacking and killing the military like they are just flies. But do you know that if you have that conversation, you will never have to worry about anybody called Gumi again? You will not have to. You will never have to worry about anybody called Bokohari again, ever. And there's a lot that you will not have to worry about anymore. You will never have to worry about Ifnubu again, ever. You will never have to worry about all those boogie-head, figurehead governors in the southern Nigeria again. There's a lot that will shift, even though they are all just what people called, in Yoruba land, we call them the Ajele. They are just simply representatives of the rent seekers, not the representatives of their own people. So having that conversation means it will breed respect. An average Fulani boy, an average Hausa boy, Kanuri boy, Kanuri girl, right? Elders, young ones, they will see through that 18 a Biafran who is living about 600 miles or 600 kilometers away from them is not a threat to them, like somebody who is currently praying on how to kidnap their daughters, their own children, and they are going to ask them to pay millions of ransom. Once people realize this, they will know that those who have turned the banditry and insecurity in Nigeria to what is now today's multi-billion dollars industry, right? They will see them clearly, and they will be able to face them. 18 on Biafran when you are in Lagos and you are like, the Biafrans want to take over your land in Lagos. in a conversation that allows you to actually know who controls what belongs to you. Who are those stealing what belongs to you? Who are those stealing those schools, those hospitals, those good roads, electricity, security, and jobs for your children, economy that works? I'm talking about, a real economy that works, the one that the people actually, grows themselves, which is who we are, the Yoruba people. Then you will realize that the Igbos are just partners in progress, as they have always been, and they will always be, because they are not just doing it with the Yorubas. They say if you go to any country in the whole world, anywhere you go to in the world, and you ask them that, do you have any Igbo man or Igbo shop or any, what have you here? And they say Igbo. There is no single Igbo man in this country. My brothers and sisters, if you have the opportunity, please move as soon as possible. That place is not for you. They are always going to be partners as long as the business is involved. What you should know is that there are criminals who have made you realize that the reason why you are poor, the reason why you are not safe, the reason why your children are currently going on a death trip through the desert of Libya, finding greener pasture, turning to so many things, and turning into the hands of human traffickers, as you as a parent paying human traffickers to take your children out of Nigeria for you, because you know it. This is it. This is the reality, right? They can't make headway with what you have and you have seen so far in that place. People are doing it, right? The moment you are able to realize that the Igbos are not responsible for that. Not until lately, when the Fulani terrorists decided to take over our forest and kill our people. The Fulanis were never our threat in Yoruba land. And I'm saying this with all sense of sincerity. They've never really been our threat. They've never been. Until recently, when Bokohari came to power. We've had the Fulanis that we call the Bororos in Yoruba land for so many years. And true to that, they've never challenged us and claimed to own the land or anything anywhere. Because there was never such arrangement. But when Buhari came, the story changed. And I can tell you, it is the same for almost every part of Nigeria. Then there was nothing like a grazing route in southern Nigeria, nothing like that. But did you have the Fulanis with their cows in your community when you were growing up? Did you see them once, twice during your childhood, teenage years? Of course, some people will tell you they did, but there was never a time that going to our farms became this dangerous until 6 years ago. And there were those who make that happen. And those who made that happen can never be part of those that will ever take us out of the place. They said this generation is too hasty. We are impatient, blah, 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 nonsense. We're talking about the senile, old, demented people who are telling you and me that we should get used to those who are coming to kill us. So you will never have to worry about Obasanjo. You will never have to worry about Ifnumbu. You will never have to worry about so many of those who are pro-war Nigeria today. But you know what you need? The courage, the determination, the education and enlightenment. And let me tell you something. Since you will never be emotionally blackmailed, right? You will realize that when you form the number, it is either they comply, peacefully, or otherwise, And you know what I mean? It is the number, not just the number, but the education, the enlightenment, the courage to know what you really want. And that is why platforms like Maiyegun's Diary will always be very, very handy for you. I was once a teenager. Whatever they are telling you right now as a young person, listen to me very well if you come across this video, okay? 20 years ago, I was 17 years old boy. Maybe make it 22 years ago. That was when democracy started in Nigeria. Okay? And if you take 22 years out of my age, I was 15 years old boy. So I don't know your age. Or I don't know how far you are from being a teenager. But let me tell you something. If you meet any elder, if you meet anybody that is older than you, whether he is doing well, whether he is not doing well, if he tells you that there is something God tells them about Nigeria, right? Number one, don't listen to them, okay? They are only repeating what their own elders told them. They told me the same thing 22 years ago. But guess what? I realized early enough that that was a lie. Except something changed, nothing will change. And you and I were trapped in it. So 22 years ago, That means you were not even born, right? 22 years ago, they told me the same thing. Whatever anybody is telling you right now about Nigeria, do not ever believe them. They are only repeating what their own parents told them, possibly what your parents are telling you. Your parents think, they know that everything is wrong. They think that you will find it, you will figure it out. You will never figure it out. And let me tell you this, you might think you can. There are so many people that did try. If you are lucky, you will be one out of the 100,000 of your peers who will try to make it out legitimately. Now let's come back to whatever those politicians are bringing to you. You see, in 1985, those who are now parents, listen, I was born in 1984, okay? In 1985, in that same 84, 85, a Bokohari came. There were those who were older than us who witnessed that genuinely. Nigeria turned to what it is today. It was worse. That means Nigeria is still going to get worse. He had friends who were telling people that they didn't understand him. They should give him time. Now, today, those friends who are back. They are also old and sinning like him. It is about the selfish interest of theirs. And let me tell you this. The fact that they have put you in the bracket of those people who are now in the the basket of the poverty, the poorest people in the whole world, okay? You might want to struggle to get out of it. One thing you should never fall for is for them, because number one thing, they will blame you, okay? They will tell you that you're either impatient. They will tell you that you're either lazy. They will tell you that you're not smart enough. They will tell you as well to do anything like your friends, including if you have to sell your body, including if you have to, join crime. They will tell you to do anything. The society abhors it. The society welcomes it, okay? Meanwhile, this is a path that will lead you to the same reality of today, where every criminal will not really be criminals to you, because Nigeria will shape you into agreeing that everything that is wrong is right, even when you are seeing it as, why is it like that? And you will never, ever be able to come out of it. Then it will be the turn of your children, okay? It will be the turn of your children. Now, don't let anybody blame you. Don't let them tell you that you are impatient. What you should figure out is this. What do you want out of life? Can Nigeria give you what you want out of life? Whatever they tell you right now about any future, that's a lie, okay? They stole my own parents' future. They stole my own senior uncles. They stole their future. They stole mine even before I was given birth to. I am 37 years old now, right? I'll be 38. I'm a father, okay? As you are watching this video, they have already stolen the future of my own children. So I have to provide for them, genuinely, sincerely now, okay? You may not be so lucky that your parents will provide for you, cover your future, and in any way, you may not be that lucky. I wasn't. Maybe not that lucky, right? So which simply means they have stolen everyone's future enough that you will have to figure it out. People will think you'll figure it out. You may never, ever, ever make it out. And if anybody is blaming you, that's another thing to blackmail you, to make you comply, because they were blamed too. Those who are older than them blamed them, that they were too young. Some of those who blamed them, they are too old now. Those they blamed, they are now older. They are the uncles and aunties you see today, okay? You are younger. In another 10, 15, 20 years, if you know that Nigeria, which I know is never going to give you what you want, okay? You have no option of traveling anywhere or running away. Maybe not, right? There are numbers of what you need. There are groups and organizations that will tell you that, you see, you can have it better. Don't let anybody tell you it's impossible. They told me it's impossible. They told those before me that it's impossible. Nigeria will never break. They are telling you the same thing. But what they are doing is that you will succumb, okay? Therefore, you will give up. And they will buy another time. But if you don't give up, if you choose that Nigeria will break up, and a day is coming that you will be part of those who are going to stand up and force this criminal to do what you want, they will do it. You just don't have probably we don't have the number yet. Okay? When you find out that having a Biafra is actually in your own interest, you can be a Biafran whose own territorial integrity is respected. You understand your language that you speak there. You understand the type of government or the type of constitution or law you have there. Okay? And you know that if you have to go to another country, which then will mean your neighboring country, whatever name that country is called, it may be Oduduwa Republic, it may be Bende Republic, it may be Edo, it may be anything, Benin Republic, it may be anything. So you will have that education, just like you do now, that before you can go to Ghana, it is either you have a West African passport or something. And if you have to cross outside West Africa, you have to get to know what is the condition for coming to your country. The reason why you need to know is because you respect that country. You have to respect that country because that country has territorial border that is called international border that you have to respect. That is what we are discussing in Nigeria, okay? That arrangement is possible. But politicians will tell you that if you ask for that, you're asking for what? You know why? According to them, if Nigeria break, northern Nigeria is going to be the poorest in the whole world, which is a lie. It is a lie they have been telling you. Sorry if I'm directing this message to the teenagers now, because they do watch my videos now. There are not many. I don't think even if I have to convince one of them to tell his friends, there is no future. Don't let them tell you all the lies they are telling you, the poem they are reading to you in school, or the one some of you have written, your dream. What would you like to be when you grow up? We have seen those who studied medicine or to become medical doctors. And at the end of the day, bus conductor, they are. Some people will say, may that not be your portion. It's not about that. There will be people who will become that doctor. Yes. But you will never hear about those who went to university to be doctors. But today, they are bus conductors. You will never hear about them because you don't sing about them. So don't let anybody tell you about any future that is not there indeed. Thank you very much, by the way. I nearly missed that. I'm sorry that I didn't mention that, by the way, when I was getting there, because, something that I got too deep into. Love, justice, peace. Your super chat and your super sticker, which is ending one Nigeria is a task that must be done. Southern Nigeria Solidarity March, Saturday, 31st of July, 2021 in central London. More information on Facebook, and you can Google that at Love, Justice, Peace. Please check it out. And we are having our own, yours is Saturday, 31st of July. We are having our own Oduduwans and Biafra joint rally in Scotland. We are going to have it in Glasgow, okay, where everybody from all over the UK are welcome to join us in solidarity, and everyone living in Scotland should join us as well. In London, that's another one there, okay. Go on Facebook, search for Love, Justice, Peace. Follow them, okay, and then you can get up-to-date information on what the July 31st, Saturday 31st of July protest, in London will be on, okay? So yeah, I was talking to the teenagers. So you can have it better. So as a Biafran, as an Oduduwan, as an Arewan, okay, you will be able to define what type of country you want to have, okay? And then your country will be planned based on what you have. It is a total misinformation for any young person to go on social media and say the Igbos are going to suffer if they break away from Nigeria, simply because your illiterate Megad leaders are telling you that, the Niger Delta oil is what the Biafrans are looking for. All manner of miseducation and misinformation. All of this will not change the fact that you can actually have your own republic, Arewa Republic, a very, very beautiful country that is modeled after maybe not Dubai, but any model you want where people like us can actually visit the desert, like Sambisa Forest, by then you probably have devised a very, very good style of governance where it's a different system of, security is put in place. Your border are well defined. People can no longer just roam in from Niger, from anywhere. Maybe you would have probably built a very beautiful country that people like us would then come, not just to Kano, not to Sokoto, not to all those beautiful places by then, right? We'll probably be going to your new cities. You create new cities, beautiful cities. People will go to Sambisa Forest for vacation because they will remember when Nigeria used to be one country where people cannot go to Sambisa. Sambisa people is for people kidnapped. Now another country, okay? Maybe by then you would even have would have given Sambisa to the Boko Haram and say, you know what, you Boko Haram, okay, you can have your caliphate for Sambisa Forest. They say the forest is the largest expanse of land that cut across about 3 countries. That's a very big place. If they have taken it over and they want to build their caliphate, of course, maybe by then, Arewa Republic can just let them have their own caliphate. And you have your own republic, a beautiful place, well-secured, fortified region, and you can transact business with every part of Africa, including the new countries that formed out of Nigeria. You see, a very beautiful idea. Somebody said, then how are we going to do that? It is very simple, okay? If to say you have institutions in Nigeria now, right? By now, somebody should have put a chain in the hand of that person called Bokohari. You would have chained him hand and legs. You chain his hand and his legs. You put food on his head and you put him in a room. That fake Pastor Ruga or Shumbade, you will chain his hand, you will chain his legs, you put him in another room, different room, and you'll be interrogating them what they know about the killings, about the lootings, and everything going on. And by now, somebody would have called in for a what? A national referendum to decide if people want to be together or not. Maiyegun, that is impossible. Of course. It is impossible until it is done. It will be done anyhow, anyway, because it's about to happen. They will be chained, they will be caged, and all their loose dogs will be put down. You see, when you have rabid dogs that became unruly, who kills for killing's sake, what do? You put them down and pray for possibly peace of mind. Somebody says something similar, and the only way it is possible to make that insecurity issue in Nigeria that has enveloped Nigeria right now is to destroy the stranglehold of the criminals who are aiding and abetting them, protecting them, and then stiffening free speech, freedom of speech, expression, association, every human right, that should be in every legit constitution, right? Until you have that happen, where they are going to be put in chains. If Pastor Ruga want to become motivational, because that's what he does these days, when he talks, he's talking about how to aspire, to maguire and acquire, then to retire and possibly expire. Motivational speaker puts a guard in his mouth, chain him, hand and legs, put something in his mouth, put Bokohari somewhere. It doesn't matter whatever he's saying, write them down, no matter how bad that they are. If Tifnumbu is still holed up in his Babylon dungeon, chase him down, tie him down, hand and legs, ship him somewhere very close to the sea, and let him stay there interrogating. Until when that generation begins to see that we will have to take it. They won't give it to you. And the only way they can still try it is because they have used what is called militocracy. Militocracy disguised as demonstration of grace, which is democracy. Today, you have people who pretend to be Democrats, but they are not. They are rogues. And they are a bunch of criminals that until you untangle that hands, until you drag away that power of making that decision from them, it's a difficult one, but it's not impossible. That's one thing I want to tell you. It is not impossible. And the day of reckoning is very near. I'm going to take you to what Gumi said. We can forget all of this in a jiffy. They deliberately weaponized poverty. When I was growing up, they thought I had temper problem. Okay? Adults around me, they said I had temper problem. I always feel angry. But it was my mom. It was my mom, only my mom, that knew then that the only time he is always angry or he looks angry is whenever he's hungry. But people still they never understand. But I know it. Somehow, I can just suddenly just be angry. It's because I'm hungry. And the moment I eat something, I begin to feel better a bit. So when I was growing up, or when I grew up and people started saying, my brother, hungry man, angry man, oh. May God not put your food, your next meal, where the thing go there hard, though. If it be anything. Some will say, may God not put my next meal in the hand of a woman. Some woman will tell you, may God not put my next meal in the hand of a man. People are all talking from experiences. Are you with me? Hungry man, angry man. Politicians came, we will fight poverty. Rather than fight poverty, they weaponized it. Now, you can't talk to somebody who is hungry. They say, Baba, this issue of petrol increase, the price of petrol is going to go up by 250 pounds, 250 naira. It's going to go to 250 naira per liter. And then somebody come and he said, now Ogun go kill this, and then you're like, about calm down, oh. Calm down. Oh. The person where you say me Ogun kill, that person no dey government again, oh. He no dey again. Who did there again? Who did there now? Now Ogun go kill Buhari. Say, okay. Is that it? Honestly. See, Baba, now Ogun go kill. Say, okay. That's it. You're going to pay that then, right? And it's going to be like, Baba, we know now God go just help us punish him, Jari. Waiting we go do. Even though I never shop as a day so. And if you go station, okay? Police know they collect free. If you go out there now, person will never shop. Police go tell you, may go bring 100,000. Baba, who just pray, say me Ogun kill him. Say, okay. I think I agree with you. Because even myself, they never pay us. They say, we'll come next week. I don't know, maybe we'll go get paid next week. I don't know what time I go to shop. Hungry men are angry people that can't really think. And every little thing makes them angry. And you can just ask yourself, why? I don't know if you have come across some of these these angry people on social media. And you don't know why they are angry. They say Nigerians are always angry. Why Nigerians no go dey angry? Bokohari came. They said 86 million people were poor, living in poverty. Within 6 years, the number don't jump to 128 million people. And about 60 million of them are living in abject poverty. Baba, if you see angry people everywhere, some people they wear suit, some people they wear nice clothes. You see their profile, they don't take them since 2015. When you see some of these profiles, some of the pictures, some of them have taken them since 2015. When Nigeria looked like it will get hope, it will get change, they took new picture to remember how they look then, so that because they're going to look better in 4 years when change came. Only for Bokohari, the demented Bokohari, to be the one that is now looking better, enjoying free medical care that he cannot provide for all of you, jumping up and down everywhere. Aisha doing shopping in every part of, the top cities of the world. You know, John Kenton all over the world, flying in private jets, while even though he fried akara with you in Benin, he went everywhere sweeping the floor with you to make Bokohari the May God your president. As they become better, some of them can no longer upload their 2019, 2021 pictures. So, we would do get together, friends, WhatsApp friends, and all of that. We would do get to say, no, I don't like meeting people. I don't like meeting people. They say, but why they like meeting people? I say you don't look different from your profile pictures. You don't upload your old pictures, tire. And now that Bokohari don't hit you hard, you don't want people make people find out. So I'm not mocking you because they turn everything to competition. Are you saying you are better than me? I'm not saying I'm better than you. Okay? Is it because you are living in the UK? Is that no? I'm not saying because no be fight. I'm just saying. Okay? And for whatever it is, or pretense they have, okay, just know something. And something we are doing very right. They may have their vuvuzelas. They may have all their on-boot slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, okay? Even those ones that are abroad, those ones that always organize Nigerians in diaspora. Bokohari meets Nigerians in diaspora. Senator Okorocha is in London. Senator Okorocha is meeting Igbo community in London. Those useless auntie and uncles in London. They always organize such arrangements. And you'll be watching the video on social media like, who be this weary? We organize this. Okorocha de London. And not tell us, say, Okorocha de London. We can't say hi. Una can't go collect money. Can't they do this mouth? I've turned out fire. Una. That kind of meeting. Those uncles, they always organize get together for them in America. They will put on agbada. They will dress so fine with their family members. They are going to meet minister. Those uncles. They are watching me now. So they are watching me now. Some of you have been to those meetings. If some of you didn't even know why they just say minister is coming from Nigeria. He wants to meet Nigerian community, and all of you will start saying, "You see that agbada that we brought from for Mama's 72nd birthday. I think that's the agbada I want us to wear because I love that your gele. Remember that picture? That's the one we are going to wear to go and meet that minister. But on social media, on Facebook, Nigeria is so terrible. It's so I agree with you, Maiyegun. But the next time I meet you there, America, you will see them there. I just went there to go and ask him. Why you go there? Go ask question. Well, so maybe you go there with a pure water bag. Commit it. Maybe we show them for us on video. We say, hey, that's it. But they will put on agbada. They will say, Aregbe Mugbo is coming. The former governor of Osun State, Yoruba Omoluabi, the Minister of Interior, Nigeria, is coming to Chicago. Oh, he's going to meet some Egbe Omo Osun, Oshogbo. Sorry, I'm not mocking you. You all do it anyway. Your golden sons, when they come around, your golden thieves. And like I said, you all love your thieves differently. You left Nigeria. Nigeria didn't leave you. We all agree on social media, but when they send the invitation, you are the first to say, darling, yeah. I'm in the African shop, Nijeta. So, I can pay our invitation call Walati Nigeria Embassy. So you are now with Nigeria Embassy. Hey, oh, girl. So what's that? Yeah, it's the invitation, so just one invitation to come and attend a dinner with, Nigerians in Chicago, in America. Uncle, all of you will put you in the same basket. You are a Mumumadu, a Bele lecturer, a Mumu lecturer. You know your category. So when you see all those uncles and aunties that organize all those nonsense for them, today, now, everybody knows that the way the whole thing they go, Oduduwans, Biafrans, everybody coming together from all over, everywhere. Wherever you see them, chase them. Let us stay in Nigeria. Enjoy it. Stay there.
I'm very sorry, Jare, if your name is Akin. So many Akin, Ola, Akin Bola, Akin Tade, Akin Shola, Akin, great guys, great people. But I'm just saying, you may be laughing because some of you have been to those meetings before. Canada, Australia, Dubai, London. Very, very important meeting. Very important meeting. Yeah. Some of you cannot even count how many times you have been to those dinners. I'm just saying, when you do those for them, what you are doing is that you are giving them a sort of a shoulder to lie on. Okay? And that is against our value. Don't do that again, please. If you go to those meetings, right, just be the one to scatter the place. We'll praise you. You'll be a hero to us. When they invite you next time, go there. Let somebody hold camera, hold your own stick, hold what do they call them? Pepper spray. Hold pepper spray. So if anybody won't hold you anyhow, you can just spray them. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Just continue saying, don't touch me. Put it on camera. You people are criminals. Leave this place. Go back to where security will come. They'll not go arrest you. They will just tell you to leave. So when you don't do your drama, when you don't put on for video, stay for like 10 minutes. So that it can be very, because some people may join you. They may join you there. So make it last. So get somebody to, hey, if they invite you, go there, scatter the place. Then go back to wherever they come from. And you see all these different protests, different rallies being organized all over the place. I beg you, no stop them. This is summer. Summer is here. Summer is here in the UK, okay? Continue to organize, continue to rally, continue to come together. The whole world is watching, okay? We will make them know that if they can get away with a lot in Nigeria, we will make this place uncomfortable for them as always, okay? And why those back home are being educated enough that all you need is the number. The number. See, if you push them, they will change everything you want. They will tell you to, okay, fine. Which you want to do? One more you run. So I'm telling you, no beat anybody. Don't no go break bottle. I no send you that one. No, that one is violence. So they will arrest you. Ma, if anybody want to just hold your pepper spray. Don't touch me. I would like a woman to do it. Because a man may just throw away pepper spray and start throwing punch. They will arrest you, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just tell them, don't touch me. Then maybe if you think you can handle it, make it a 3-man team. All right? 3-man team. Somebody is holding the camera. So that one will be staying away. We'll make sure that it's capturing everything for us. Okay? 10 minutes. Then get somebody that will be pretending to be separating you and the people who won't touch you. That one will just be like somebody normal person. But you came together. Okay? So every time they want to touch you, that one will just be in the middle and say, leave him. That one will then be telling you that, sir, calm down. Sir, please, ma. That kind of a thing. Do it to make sure. So if you see them anywhere all over the world, and you should flaunt that your own, your country that you represent. Are you a Biafran? Print yourself, Biafran, this and that, okay? Walk in. They go, no, say trouble don't enter. As they are lying to themselves there, doing, your honorable minister, sir, we just want to ask you, what are you doing about terrorism? All those things now RNG. Walk in, let them know that trouble don't enter. When you walk in, they will say, hey, IPOB don't enter. Everybody will just be like, why show go there here today? Oh. So you too, when you walk in, study the ground, study escape, exit, in case if it lead to emergency power, whatever, So you will need to exit and disappear. You don't do your own job. So once that becomes so regular, right, then we isolate them more. Okay? Don't fight anybody. I'm not saying you should fight. If you fight, police will arrest you. They will charge you for assault. That's not good for you. Okay? But you have the right to protest. You can make it a one-man protest. You can take your sister that looks, heavier. She will be the one. They won't touch a woman. She will be the one to try to separate and say, leave him. Leave her. Leave her. Don't touch her. Leave her. Leave her. So she will be the one. And you will be holding your pepper spray. If you touch me, I will spray your eyes. Don't press it.
except somebody touch you. If somebody touch you, you know there's a camera. Then you spray that person very hard. You will never be guilty. Yeah, we can do that. Let's continue the protest. Bokohari is such a selfish person. These criminals are so selfish and self-centered. What can someone tell you? When was it that we were in London protesting that you should go back and build hospitals there? Go and renovate the hospitals you built there. So the Were is not even sick. That's what somebody told me. Somebody said, Maiyegun, the Were is not sick. The Were just wanted to go back. You don't do 2 interviews. The man, they don't feel too tired. Like it's over. It's like doing 2 years job in a week. They won't smuggle them out, say you won't go for medical, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, our people have heard, they said, Maiyegun, now from airport, we go hold on. If we see him, we go hold on. I said, you go try. I said, we go hold on. Maiyegun, watch. It will be on video. Now from airport, as they come down, we go enter. And go enter them that it will become a international disgrace. I said, make a right time, say, Maiyegun, no leak am. Just wait, we go send you the video. All of a sudden, they said they postponed. Postpone waiting. Somebody found the extra battery. Or what? The center can no longer hold. When they come to you about 2023, they want to dupe you again. They want to probably make you think they've now found a solution. If any politician come to you and say, one Nigeria, tell him, any solution where you get, go give to Buhari. Go give your solution, go give them to Buhari. Make Buhari stop Boko Haram. You can't disturb us with all this your nonsense. Don't they tell us about, they will tell you about restructuring. They are already putting team together. You will see people start speaking grammar. They will start telling you that they will even tell you that breaking up of Nigeria doesn't make any sense. They will even tell you that you don't know what you are talking about. Tell them, say, I may not know how to say it better. I may not know how to define how to break Nigeria. But no, they use grammar. They use grammar. Braggadocio me. Say it like that. Eh? When you say it like that, they will not repeat it. Don't know they use grammar. They do tranga for here. Maybe grammar all of them they speak where you come bring the poverty capital of the world to Nigeria. Maybe grammar all of them mad people they speak where may God became your president. No, they tell me grammar. See, wait till I shall know. Say I know referendum. Make people decide. Then when we decide, everybody going way. No, they use any stupid grammar economy. Which economy does Bokohari know? Which school? Which school Bokohari go? Last than the Buharinomics, everybody they manage. Where your foreign direct investment has dipped into a negative. And they said, why? They said, because Nigeria is poor, we can't stop borrowing. That's the people that speak for you. Which grammar are they talking about? You don't know what you are talking about, Baba. You know what you're talking about. No, they tell me that. If they say you know get patience, tell them, say, patience, no day. Patience, they too okay. If you want to see patience, go too okay. You talk about patience, people they die, you are speaking grammar. What grammar? You can't even articulate very well. Waiting concern you with articulating what? To prove waiting. That when you articulate very well for a AK-47 wielding terrorist that can never be arrested, and if he's ever arrested, it can never be prosecuted. What grammar? You know about Biafra. You know that what you need is, if they want it peacefully, Mo will do referendum. That's not too much to ask. But referendum, see, hold your grammar. Hold the grammar. I don't get any interest for your grammar. Referendum. Then break up. Simple. So can you speak any other grammar? I don't get any other grammar. Referendum. People decide. People go wherever they want to go. People. But you're going to kill, it no be your business. If Biafran leaves, because you are living in Lagos and they told you that if Biafrans go, they are going to start killing themselves. She been in Lagos, you they stay. If Lagos is still part of Nigeria, stay there. Why should anybody tell you to fear what you've never tried? Why what you have is actually killing you and they say you have no choice. How does that make any sense to any sensible person? They ask this weary. Just send it press idiots. Why is Nigeria still borrowing? He said Nigeria is a poor country. Poor person. We know they make money, we know they do anything. We continue to borrow because he has children that he can send into the slave trade. Let me take a drink break. I will be back. And after this, I'll begin to take calls. few calls from those who might want to contribute tonight. Okay, remember, do not let anybody blackmail you when you decide that truly Nigeria is not working and it will never work for you, and you have a right to join those who are asking for something better, whether for breakup, revolution now, anything it is. Do not join them to ask for it. It's fraud. Watch this.
Well, thank you very much. This is one of the regular visits. I come here, or I come with sometimes come with my colleague and friend and brother, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Today I'm alone, but I've come to update Mr. President on the activities that are lined up in the Senate, particularly, and the National Assembly in general. You recall that we have several bills, very important ones at that are pending, and we are working round the clock. We are at the moment dotting the I's and crossing the T's on the PIB, the petroleum industry bill, and by the grace of God, our committees, the joint committees, will finish their work on it by the end of the week. Hopefully, the reports would be laid on Tuesday in both chambers. This is what we have planned, and this is what we are working towards. You also know that the President, the executive arm of government, had submitted a supplementary budget request. In the Senate, we have had the second reading yesterday, and we have given the appropriate committee, the appropriations committee, particularly to deal with it with relevant committees of defense-related and other security agencies-related committees, and of course for COVID-19 vaccines that we have to procure, we need the health committee and of course the primary health care committee as well to work on the supplementary budget request of Mr. President. And we expect a report on this by Tuesday, by the grace of God, and we may consider that report on Wednesday next week, so that we're able to pass the request because of the urgency and the need for us to hit the ground running. We need to give so much attention to our security agencies because of the situation across the country, and of course the COVID-19 vaccines procurement is also an essential thing that we need to do. We also have some work to do on the Electoral Act Amendment bill. Our committee in the Senate and indeed in the House have worked jointly, and we have very little to do really to get the report laid and considered in the two chambers. We expect that we'll do that before we go on our annual summer recess, which comes up sometimes on the 15th of July by the grace of God. So before we go on summer recess, we should be able to pass the Electoral Act Amendment bill. We also have outstanding confirmation requests for national commissioners of INEC. We'll do that. We'll consider those confirmation requests from Mr. President before we go. We also have the loan request from Mr. President. The loan request particularly is to fund the 2021 Appropriation Act. And of course, this is not a new request. It's something that we had passed in the MTF, and it's something that when we passed the budget 2021, we also passed that. So it's only to give the necessary legislative approval for the government, for the administration to go further and collect the funds. What I want to assure Nigerians here is that we are not going to be frivolously supporting or approving loans for the executive arm of government. Whenever we have to approve any loan, we have to insist on the details of what projects will be funded for those by those loans, we have to look at the conditions that are attached to the loans. There must be favorable conditions before we approve, and we will be up to date with our oversight to ensure that what we have approved is directly deployed and on those projects that we have also approved for implementation. So we will not be frivolous, and we will not take it lightly to just approve any loan. And our options are really very limited as a country. First, we don't have the necessary revenues. Nigeria is poor. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. Nigeria is not rich. Given the circumstances we live in, given the challenges we have, our resources are so low, our revenues are so low, and therefore the option of not doing anything, just to sit because we have no money, we shouldn't go for infrastructure development, is not even an option worthy of consideration. You cannot keep the economy stagnant. Two, you cannot, in my view and judgment, tax Nigerians further for you to raise the money for infrastructure development. Other countries do that.
I know it can be upsetting listening to that kind of people, but it's good to have them on record for this conversation's sake. Nigeria is a poor country, right? That has 11 private jets for the president. That guy talking takes home nothing less than 50 million naira every month. His colleagues, they take home 30 million naira every month for just approving loan for Bokohari. Today, whenever Nigeria writes a budget, even though they don't have the money, in that budget, they are spending nearly 47% of their total budget on debt servicing, not repayment. They don't have the capacity to repay back loans they are issuing to Bokohari, which has increased Nigeria overall loan to over $100 billion now. Okay? Naira has crashed more. Simply put, since they never really invested anything in the oil sector that he said they are doing something about petroleum industry bill, is all fraud. All right? So they've spent billions and there's no single refinery in Nigeria working. A shame, yeah? However, they have ruined everywhere to the point that because people have lost their jobs, more people who were working in 2015, precisely, they met unemployed people in Nigeria. They met 13 million unemployed people in Nigeria in 2015 on record. And today, that number has grown to, over 35 million of unemployed people officially. Right, which means the basket of those who pay tax to government, those who work and pay tax, have drastically reduced in millions of their numbers. Okay, they continue to deny. So when they can't have anywhere to get any money from, they increase tax. They introduce so many other strange ways of taking money from you, including borrowing from pensioners and their borrowing pension fund, stealing money from dormant accounts of people they considered as dead people. So all manner of ways of stealing just to get money. When they did all of that, then they resorted into printing money. That's how desperate they have become. But yet, they still have 11 jets. They still have all the luxury that comes with it. That must never stop because Nigeria is a poor country. And the only thing they could give back is to weaponize that poverty for a poor Fulani boy to be eating another poor Biafran boy who is actually struggling in his own way to get out of the mess. And look at it. Once they grow up, they say, oh, you have to fight and kill yourselves for this or that. Look at what we have now. A divided country that we can't even have a chat. That how can we be so disorganized, so rudderless, so barbaric and all of that, and yet we pretend to be so refined, so educated and exposed when we are actually kind? Come on. A conversation. And that is why the Megad said he would rather kill and shoot us for talking about that. You can't kill all of us. It's not possible, okay? But we can make your life a hell without us setting our our foot in anywhere in Nigeria. Okay, I'm going to take a break now. To my friends, yeah, you can. The line will be opened now. If you phone in, I'm going to take just a few calls tonight. Okay, it won't be so many calls. It'll be like about maybe 3 or 4 calls because of my nights. I'm working tomorrow as well. Okay, and one more information as well. Whenever you are watching Maiyegun's video, and you can see the date on, you can see all this green box on. That means Maiyegun is live. You are watching a live broadcast. All right. However, you will also see live underneath it, I believe. When it says recorded, that means you are watching after the broadcast. You can, you can move, you can, all of that stuff. You can do that in a replay. Okay. But when you see premiering is now that a cut out version of the broadcast. So if you missed my live broadcast and you can't really watch that long 2 hours video, right? You can watch a premiere replay. It's as good as new. So I'll open the line now. So everyone wants to add their own voice to this tonight. So thank you very much for being with me this long. And yeah, we will take it on now from here.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
I just lost that. Sorry if I missed that your call earlier. Anyway, yeah. Let's keep it open. I hope I got this. Hello there.
Hey, good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening.
I can't believe I'm the first one in.
You are the first caller. Yes, you are.
Wonderful to hear you today. The analysis is spot on. It's Bukola here from London.
Bukola from London, did you say?
Yes.
Good evening, ma.
Yes.
Now you are live, please.
Yes. Thank you so much once again. Tonight's
welcome.
one is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
The
way you broke it down and you took it to people in the way that they would understand. The younger ones especially that have been deceived for so long and don't really understand anymore because they're confused. And it's not their fault. It's the fault of the older ones trying to have one over them. But the way you broke it down, I hope and I pray that they start to understand and also to try and fish out the information themselves. Now that they've stopped Twitter and all those kind of things, it might be difficult for them to know where to find the information, but the information is there.
That's right.
With people like you actually breaking it down for them. So well done.
Thank you, ma.
Keep up the good work.
I will.
We love what you're doing. We love watching you
and
listening to your analysis. You're very intelligent and you have all the knowledge that God has given you and you're using it very well.
Thank you so much.
I just want to call to say thank you.
Thank you, ma. I appreciate that. Those were wonderful words and they really mean a lot. Thank you for saying them.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. You have a good evening, okay? Yes, ma. You too.
You too. God bless you.
That's it. That's a wonderful one. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Great. Your name?
Sorry. Me again, Dot in a Circle.
Dot in a Circle. It's good to hear from you again. So, you're live, please.
Yeah, I guess something very important to me. Message to everyone.
Please.
We are all in this fight together. There was this little comment I heard about someone saying something like Sunday Buhari's strategy is better than Nnamdi Kanu. I just want to beg, I don't think that is necessary. We're all in the same struggle. We're trying to achieve one thing. We shouldn't be comparing. We know the competition.
That's right. But those catalysts are always going to be around. And mind you, they always want to plant that doubt. Okay, they don't represent the generality or the general view. Get what I mean now? They don't.
Yeah.
Just people of small mind. Okay.
Yeah, and there's this thing I saw on the news about these people trying to reward old like people that like footballers. And Chamajin were giving them one-bedroom flats and all that. I don't know if they're trying to out
2023 is upon us, brother. You will see your brother who agree with Biafra, who agree with Oduduwa Republic, and they'll begin to tell you, wait, because the politicians are coming out. And that's true. It's true. They gave Ajua, they gave her a house. They promised that since 1996. They gave the 1996 Atlanta Olympic gold medalist Okocha and Co. They also gave Buhari gave those ones their houses, while Lagos State government gave Ajua a brand new flat.
I don't know their game anyway, but I would say collect that house and still vote yes that you want Nigeria to break. Because I mean, maybe me they go full. No, me they go full at all.
Those who want to be food, we should be like again. Thank you so much, Dottie Osako. Appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Let me take another call. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. It's Julie from London.
Hi, Julie. You're right.
I'm good.
Good to hear from you again.
Yes. Thank you so much for reading out my super sticker. And as ever, thank you for a fantastic broadcast today. It's becoming a must-watch with me. I can't miss your broadcast.
Thank you.
So that's absolutely fantastic. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
I just wanted to add one more point to the super sticker. I'm particularly concerned about. There's a lot because I'm originally from Asaba, which is Delta state. So obviously, I identify as Biafra. But I'm Igbo speaking, so I know that there might be others in the South that don't quite see it as simply as I do. But the point is, I just want to hammer home the point you're making. It's like whether you're Isoko, Urobo, or from Ishan, Benin, any of the smaller tribes, Biafra is going to give you what you want. So it's going to give you the opportunity to have self-determination. That's what we want.
That's right.
So I encourage all the smaller tribes, come out to London on the 31st of July. Make your voices heard. This is a really big opportunity for all of us to get the kind of country that we want.
That's right.
So that's the point I wanted to make.
Thank you so much, Julie. And also in an addition to the additional point, Biafra will give you your voice, the representative that respects who you are and where you are coming from, your heritage, your culture, things that cannot go into extinction, like Nigeria is struggling to bury our identity. I don't think Biafra will do that, no.
No, absolutely not.
Thank you so much, Julie.
Thank you very much, Maiyegun. Take care.
Bye-bye and you now. Too. You have a good evening, okay? I hope I will actually be in London too, possibly.
That would be great.
I work on Saturdays, Julie, right? But I'm glad I'm hearing it now. You never can tell. Let's see, Thank you so much. You have a good evening, okay?
And you take
good
care.
One. Yeah,
Bye-bye
cheers. Bye, yeah. I have another caller. Let me see. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Excellent.
Chooks. See, I broke it today. I'm gonna get another call after you.
I know that's what you got.
100%. I'm gonna get another call after this. So I broke it tonight.
But you say you want to take only 4 calls.
Well, I changed my mind. You're my so really? You were actually counting that?
Where? And that is what you say. You say you want to take only 4 calls.
I think I had them so early, so I'm going to extend it. But you have your time now. Use it well.
Yeah. Well, I just want to assure my sister from Delta State that she's not alone. I am also from South, as they used to call us. I'm a proud Biafran.
I think we should begin to even change it, Chooks. We should begin to call those they call South. We should begin to call them the coastal, the possible or future coastal Biafra, because I don't want to make it like, I was the one who said we shouldn't drag people into something except they generally come on, okay? You can begin to call yourself a coastal Biafran, which is quite legend. Go on, Chooks.
Well, I just want to, what I want to point out is that to tell my sister is she has to be proud of Biafran.
Great.
My brothers in Southeast, they are not more Biafran than me. So it's even someone from the coastal Biafran that put on the name Biafran.
That's right.
I want some of my brothers from Southside to start coming up. They should not be feeling ashamed. Biafra is our identity. It's our roots. So they should not hide themselves. They should not be hiding them, because that is what that is what I have been telling you. They are hiding themselves, but they should start coming up. They should be proud of what God has given us.
That's right.
It's our given name. It's
identity
our giving,
that defines you,
identity,
something you can actually fight and defend.
Yeah, that is what's dying for. I can't die for Nigeria. I can't die for South.
No.
I can't die for Middle Belt. But I can die for Biafra, because that is what I believe in. That's what my father told
and you
me.
Have right. You have right to believe that. It's your right. Nobody should define it for you. It's yours.
No, nobody should define it for me. So I'm happy that she called and she's proud to identify herself as a Biafran.
That's right.
And there are thousands of them who are afraid of because they feel they are lesser Biafran. No. We are the core Biafran. We from the South. We are the core Biafra. We own Biafra.
Because you named Biafra.
We live in it. We are the one that named Biafra. We are the one that brought that name. So
that's historically factual. That's right.
Let them. That's what it belongs to us.
Thank you so much.
Let me not take so much.
Yeah, you've made a very, very great and valid point, Chooks. Okay, I wish it was usually our last, so that we can throw some banters, but we will have to take another call.
I know. You just brought politics.
Don't say that. I am the one who tell us when we finish, when we stop. Your juju done the work since. I'll break it tonight. Let me enjoy my own little win, please.
No, I'm happy. You are the boss. I respect that.
Great. Thank you. Let me enjoy the win, because the last few times I felt like something done the change, but I think I get a control tonight. Until the next one, you have a good evening, Chooks.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
All right, so I have another caller, and this sounds like oh no. Hello there.
I felt like something on the train.
Can you hear me, please? Remember, when you call in, listen to your phone, not the broadcast. Okay.
Hello.
Please. Hello, sir.
Yeah, Maiyegun, I greet you. Greetings, Maiyegun.
I greet you too, my brother, sir. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah, you're one of the most intelligent YouTuber. I always follow up your live. Whenever I get the notification, I'm so happy. Because your analysis, man, is so good. You are so good in what you do. I really appreciate your work, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, you're live. Do you have any other thing you want to add, bro?
No, it's just that the whole Nigeria issue. We Nigerians living in diaspora, we pay attention to Nigeria even more than the Nigerians living in Nigeria.
That's right.
The Nigerians living in Nigeria, they just act as if, man, everything is okay. It won't get to them, the banditry and everything, because they feel they are safe wherever they are. Not knowing what is going on in the country. They live in the country and they feel they are safe despite the old banditry. They just feel that like, it happens in the north. It won't get to where I am. Because I spoke to somebody from Nigeria a few days ago, and I was like explaining the whole situation to him. He said, I beg you, that one not concern me. Where I did, not go reach where I did. So that's the mentality of a lot of Nigerians. They spend most of their time on Instagram, TikTok. They don't even know what is going on in their own country.
So and if you don't know what is going on, how will you know how to react to it? You can't know how to react if you don't know what's going on.
Imagine.
We'll keep talking.
I just hope with time, the earlier the better. I just hope so. If not, what's coming is just going to consume the whole country.
Hopefully, what will consume Nigeria will be the breakup of Nigeria, which will be in the good interest of Nigeria to save lives. Honestly, many people are going to agree later, but not all of us agree for now. But thank you so much for calling in, Baba.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You have a good evening, okay? Nice one.
Yeah.
I have... oh, sorry. I'm planning to take my last call, but I'll take one more after this, by the way. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, is this Maiyegun?
This is Maiyegun.
Oh, Maiyegun, I'm glad to get you today. Finally, I've been trying your line.
I am glad that you made it. It's good to hear from you. Your name, sir?
Okay. Yes. This is Kachi Etienne from Atlanta, Georgia.
Lovely, sir. Go on.
There's something I wanted to add to what my sister earlier said, and the caller after him. There are a lot of Igbos in the so-called Niger Delta or the South. And yet there are others that hide under the politics of what comes to me next after what I'm currently occupying. That's why some of them are not coming. You know, by the grace of God, I come from one of those places. And my mother is actually called Igbo. So when I personally study the tradition, be it birth, burial, naming ceremony, and all that, I pay attention to those things just for the heck of it.
Okay.
And I compare that with my people, where my dad comes from those so-called riverine places. It's the same thing. It's similar. I don't speak the language. I speak Igbo fluently. But when I listen to them, I get what they're saying.
You can hear them, instinctively,
Igbo and Igbo names. But I don't understand why they deny themselves. You know, you rather let somebody from outside
define you.
Our oil than your cousin next door that you share the same culture. It's funny. I don't know if it's that syndrome where people want rather have somebody from outside come take advantage of them than see their own brothers. But I commend you for what you're doing. I hope you keep it up. You know, if Biafra comes, if it comes, I know Biafra, what I think the South Side should do while it's hot, as they talk out for Nigeria. We sit on the table and we say, this is what we want.
That's right.
100% of our oil. And of course, that's what we want.
That's a good start. I mean, that's a good start.
No, that's what we're doing. The current generation Nigerians, we're not playing. We're just sitting on the side watching this. It's only a matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
We die on the walls. You know. So if we contact that, they see up there, what else are you going to tell us? So the thing is, we sit on the table. This is what comes to us. You keep the capital, we keep the default, we keep this and that. We have it documented. It's enshrined in the Constitution, and we all study. Everybody is beautiful.
Exactly. If you breach any of that, that can lead to war. I keep saying to people that you can put a new country together, a new law, edict of, article of independence. See, if anybody breach this, if you go to war, that is why every region will be in that Biafra must be equally developed. If you are putting any harm in any region of Biafra, you have to put equal ammunition everywhere to protect every four corner of the country. People can decide that,
Yes. And if it's enshrined in the Constitution, as the name says, that's the constituent of the Constitution. So that is integral of the laws of the nation or
of the land.
The state act, of the land, as the case may be. So if you do anything contrary, you are breaking the law. So that's what we need to do. Sit on the round table. Nobody's going to marginalize anybody. I speak Igbo more than any Igbo. I speak Igbo more than any Igbo person. It's because my mother is Igbo. Sometimes they call me Igbo. So why are we running away from our shadows? I'll let it be so other people can.
Thank you so much, Baba. You see, I love that. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir. You have a good one, okay? So I'm going to have my last call. My last caller, rather. Hello there. Let me see if did I get you? Is that Yima?
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yima, I saw your like 100 missed calls for about weeks now. You've never really been lucky.
My brother, you know, see your line, a hotline now.
I know.
Even Buhari's line doesn't ring like yours.
Well, for the hours we are on, I know. But I'm glad you made it because you're my last caller, Yima.
Thank you, man. I just wanted to give you the good news that my boy is here. I had a son.
Right.
About 2 weeks back.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you very much.
What do you call a son in TV? In TV land, what do you call son?
One.
Like one. Great.
Yeah,
so
one.
I can call you Pawan or Baba One, or that would be like a Baba boy or Baba boy.
Baba Wambido.
Baba Wambido. That's what I'm going to be calling you now, Yima. Congratulations, eh?
Thank you, brother.
Good one, Baba. Now you're alive, please. Fire on.
Oh, boy. You know, Buhari is here to. I heard that Buhari, they changed Buhari's itinerary to London.
Well, they postponed, they said.
Okay. They are afraid of you to go to his gate again to chase him out. That's why they...
My own is even better, Yima, right? You see, what people actually planned, they had two groups. They know he always landed that, he always uses Stansted, right? Every time he comes in, his jet will fly in. So people were already planning this morning, 7 a.m., because it was to land around 5. People were already like going to be there around that 5 a.m., right? So that when he comes, people will just scream inside, Yibo now, what's in the go on? You guys, why you come here? So I think they heard. So they decided to change it late time, and they said they are postponing for no reason. That means the guy no sick.
God save him. Because this time, I for come out, go there, go meet her. He's not Stansted.
I know.
You see, the thing there now is that I have a son right now, and I am so scared. So scared to take him to Nigeria. And I know, if not all your viewers or half of your viewers who have kids are terrified of taking their children to Nigeria. Either you get kidnapped or something will happen. We all know how Nigeria is. Why would you want to take your loved one to a place?
Not even if you are from Benue State, like yourself. Nobody needs to tell you. You don't belong to the category of people who are going to say, well, we are not affected. You have seen it. You have witnessed it. You have to
I've seen it broad daylight, my brother. Do you know how many people are killed and are not shown in social media or TV or anything? The ones in the hinterland. See, what we need to do is Little Belt, Biafra, and Oduduwans. Stand 100% on your right. Not all these goddamn Fulani. Why you go school?
I wonder.
Even me, when sit down here, they talk. I go school, pass on.
No be joke, Baba. And you get break, pass on.
Primary 6, 9 go to. And you allow that kind of idiot to run your life. And you say you are educated.
They make education the shame person. Like say, bros, you say you go school. Say I go school. Bros, why you can't think like this? What thing happen?
And
say they think.
And you say you're educated.
They think like say person will not get brain. What thing they happen? You know that kind of thinking. Have you never been in that situation? Person hold past you, right? He hold past you. You go just talk. You say, Baba, you will just do us a favor. No open your mouth at all. So that we could see you like say person will get intelligent. Why you can't open the mouth now? You can't put all the doubt into basket.
Against what they talk, you say,
exactly now, Baba, because I don't even know what to say to you. Like, what do you want to say? Pata like Google.
God.
Trust. And you know one thing is this, what they hate most is that people coming together in large numbers. They hate it a lot. Tyrants don't like it. Okay? They love people to obey. Like, you know.
It's just starting. Now people go even come more because you say you lead 100 million people out of poverty. And the country is going into poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And then that idiot, that one they call National Assembly, whatever. I hate listening to that guy. I say, you know, when and irritating. Even because of you, I don't watch the video. Like because I watch your program now, I watch the video. I won't sit down and waste my time watching that idiot talk. You are telling me Nigeria is broke, but you are building rail to Niger. But Nigeria is broke. Nigeria is broke, but you're going home with 50 million.
And let me show you this video before you go, because you're my last caller. Like I said, I think that privilege comes with everyone. Okay, the same National Assembly that thug represents, they budgeted 36 billion. Remember, in this 2021 budget, they want to spend 36 billion to renovate National Assembly. See the National Assembly on your TV there, Yuma. Watch it. You see, Yuma.
God.
That's the National Assembly, 36 billion. They built the place with 1.5 billion. They continue to renovate it with either 20, 15, 20, 30 billion, 20 every year. And look at that. A completely gone country.
Oh my God.
Yima, thank you so much for making it through tonight, okay? And say me well to the young man. Tell him he's welcome to the club.
George will definitely hear about you.
Please. Thank you so much, Papa. You have a good evening. And say me well to the mom too, okay? Tell her to brace up. I mean, you know, back up.
Thank you very much.
Yuma. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time tonight, okay? I could probably take more calls, but there's no time for us tonight, okay? But I will possibly take more tomorrow if I'm able to come on. I miss you guys, and it's a pleasure having to see you tonight, okay? Remember, don't let anybody blackmail you into taking a blame for a country messed up by the criminals who continue to tell you you don't know what you are thinking or what you are talking about, asking for something better. Continue the whole process, the protest, the rally, everywhere. They go on July 3rd. Don't miss out if you can't, in a way, okay? Be part of it. Be part of that difference. Something is going to give. And guess what? Those who are actually going to give way are the criminals who are standing on your way now. When they see the force coming, trust me, they will run, okay? And don't let anybody talk you out of it. When the time is right, you will feel it. No one will tell you. You will feel it. Others will feel it. Everybody will meet by the trenches. So to say, the time is near. Don't get caught unaware. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. I'll see you some other time, okay? Until then, stay safe and good night from here.
She said
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.